What's up everybody, Jay here and welcome back to the Planted Tank, and today I just want to talk a little bit about what balancing your tank means and the most effective way of doing it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on my 29 gallon at the same time, so let's go check it out. So in my opinion, what balancing your tank means is winning the battle against algae. So as you can see, this tank is definitely losing that battle, which is why all of the plants in this tank have changed. I really didn't think about what plants I was putting in my tank to start it off. I should have started with a lot more fast growing plants, but I didn't. I ended up going with a bunch of echinodurus and just a bunch of slow growing plants. So I switched everything out and I put a bunch of water spray all throughout the back of the tank. I still have the tiger lotus. That's the only plant that I still have in this tank from the setup, and I have a bunch of pennywort also. So those are all a bunch of fast growing plants. Like I said in a previous video, if you put water spray in any tank, it should balance it out just because of how ridiculously fast it actually grows. So you can see that there is algae just all over everything. It's all over the tiger lotus, the rocks here in the front. But this tank is going to be looking a lot different here soon. It's going to look really bushy in the back. All the water sprite's going to shoot up to the top of the tank. I don't know if you can see this guy over here or not. He's kind of hiding behind the filter output and stuff. That's one of my Bolivian rams. He's still pretty sick. I've been treating this tank with API General Cure. Hopefully it works out, but if it doesn't, I might have to euthanize him. I really don't want to, but I don't like sitting here watching my fish suffer. But the angelfish might not be in this tank very much longer either. They are doing really well in here. I think they do like it, but like I said, I switched all the slow growing plants with fast growers, and a lot of times people think that balancing your tank just means balancing your light and nutrient levels. That's not entirely true. It is to an extent, but if you put a bunch of fast growers in your tank, you're not going to run into much algae issues because your plants are going to be absorbing all of the excess nutrients that the algae would otherwise be taking up and thriving on. So every time you do a water change, you want to remove as much algae as you possibly can. So scrub the glass. You always want to do your actual water change last. And so I scrub the glass. I take a toothbrush and I get down in here into the substrate and scrub all that down, scrub the rocks down, the filter intakes and outputs, and the heater gets scrubbed down as well. And then I drain as much water as I can and then fill it back up. That way you're diluting all that algae. So you want to suck as much algae out of there as you possibly can. That way it'll give your plants a chance to take up what's left in the tank as in nutrients. So that's basically all I got when it comes to balancing your tank. You don't want to have too much light, but you don't want to have too little. Anything that is in the 30 to 50 par range should do you just fine, which is about what this light is at right now. I got it set at about 80%. And other than that, that's really the basics when it comes to balancing your tank. I suggest that if you're new to planted tanks, you always want to start off with fast growers. For all you pros out there, leave some suggestions down in the comment section for all the beginners. This is for beginners. So yeah, so if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and hit the like button as well. And as always, keep it planted.